I told you all. Well, okay. I shouldn't really take a high horse here. It's not exactly surprising that the monthly newsletter would end up being posted by, at latest, the last day of the month. Anyway, so today we have the October Ghost Ship Dispatch. Nelly, what are you doing? Sorry, my cat keeps trying to like rifle through my bin because I have packets, empty packets in there that had cat treats in them. Anyway, October 2025 Ghost Ship Dispatch. Obviously, it's about things you might expect, Halloween, but also upcoming things to do with Rollcore and Deep Rock that we'll get into. So let's just get started. So I just had some chunks of Terry's chocolate orange. My mouth is not as dry as it could be. Anyway, hello miners. Well, yeah, dwarf Seratu, sure. Hello miners, and happy Halloween. I have not trick-or-treated for over a decade, but I still remember the way that the inside of a Halloween mask smells. Okay, that would be, I actually do as well. That would be a good friendly insult maybe if you weren't looking to do any real damage. You smell like a Halloween mask. Decent burn. I don't know, I don't think that's particularly friendly. I think that's definitely an insult. I think that's quite rude, Aaron. You bastard. Anyway, we are working on our own Halloween mask over here for the computer game Deep Rock Galactic. Are you though? Because you just put one out. It's already in the game. So if you're working on even more for the next few years, then sure. But which they could be, by the way. But regrettably, we have not yet developed the technology to add smells to the game. We have a prototype of this, but it's unstable and highly dangerous. Enough smell talk. That's actually not bad. Now we must discuss games, and holy moly, is there lots to talk about. Hope you've had a great month. Yabba dabba doo! Aaron, I hope that came through, and also if it did, wasn't too loud. Anyway, on Deep Rock Galactic front, Hoxie's Halloween event is now live. Every house will be haunted, every treat will be tricked, no bone will go unchilled. Halloween has hit Hoxie's once again, and we all need available miners to put on their brownest, bravest pants and head into the mine to the most frightful event of the year. You'll get plenty more than the heebie-jeebies. You'll get riches in the form of hats, which can be spiritually enriching. Deep Rock Galactic celebrations will run until Thursday, November 13th. Get your goods before then. So yep, Halloween event. It is exactly what you'd expect, but they got a fairly grotesque-looking core spawn mask. I don't like it. Anyway, around the office. Our old coffee machine conked out, so we had to buy a new one. Great. It looks like two gaming computers put together and sometimes sprays a steaming cloud of hot milk at you without warning. I find it intimidating, but it does make a respectable latte. I feel like I'm turning into Aaron. I could probably go more. If I do a little bit American, I'll be even more like him. The monthly movie club met last week to watch Deathgasm 2015. Arvid gave it a 7 out of 10, and Sandra decided it described it. I need to get my eyes checked. With the sign of the horns emoji. We got the office decorated for Halloween, just like the space rig, and tonight some of us are okay, the accent's fucking me up, are going over for a Halloween party with fellow Copenhagen developers, Invisible Walls, which I'm not 100% sure what they developed, but are they one of the recent ones? Are they Flask? I'm not sure. Anyway, special guests, Windrose Tiny Desk concert at GSG. So I haven't actually prepared to be able to play as an ad anyway. Yeah, so I haven't actually prepared to be able to play stuff on the video. I should have done before, but at the same time, this is like a full video. I can't really play it, so go check it out for yourself. I'll put a link in the description. So earlier this month, we had a very special visit at the office from our favourite dwarf metal legends, Windrose, who were kind enough to swing through and play a couple songs for us. They were extremely sweet and a lot of fun, and it felt like both parties were equally excited that we were linking up. Classic nerd meets nerd moment. Although, I guess one party wouldn't exactly describe themselves as nerds, but of course they have a lot of basis in nerd culture, certainly. We put on a Tiny Desk-inspired concert and brought the whole Ghost Ship crew, plus more developer pals and friends and family together for the show. Pretty wild to see this all coming full circle. Our silly dwarf game got big enough to inspire a dwarf metal band to make a song about it. And then they're in town to play that song for us. I almost called them out there for accidentally saying that Diggy Diggy Hole was inspired by them, but of course it wasn't. Windrose did make a Deep Rock Galactic specific song. Anyway, the whole idea of this thing was about a year and a half in the making. Ever since we first had a video call with Windrose to talk about collaborations, we've been throwing around the idea for a Tiny Dwarf office show. But it always felt like a would-be cool pipe dream. I'll say something about this in a moment, by the way. I don't know why, but I'm going to say something not a bit odd. We got word last minute that they have a few hours to spare when they were passing through Copenhagen on tour, so we jumped at it and got things set up. Didn't expect that concept production would be part of this job, but hey, pretty neat. We sent a crew of Ghost Ship Games folks to Windrose concerts later that evening at Amajabayo 2. Cool as hell to see Rock and Stone perform for like 1,200 people. We gave them PS5 copies of DOG to throw out into the crowd. Shout out to the couple DOG fans who came and said hi to me. So yeah, so Windrose, of course, there's a lot of shared DNA there. They're literally a dwarf metal band, whatever that means exactly. But, it's not like Viking metal. It's a loose subgenre. If they've been talking about collaborations, I still am just going to be like, guys, you both clearly want to put their music in one of the games, in either Deep Rock or Roadcore. Just make it happen. I know it's probably legally frustrating, but I guarantee, also I don't know this. This is technically just a guess, but personally, I think it's extremely likely that everyone involved that you need to talk to make this happen would be on board of just having like a Windrose radio in like Roadcore or something. I just do it. Like, I know you both want to do it. It's worth it. It would be so cool. Anyway. Okay, let's talk about Roadcore Development Diary, October 25th. Already done a video on this. Both that video and the post itself will be in the link. Have a link themselves in the description. Anyway, so first things first. No, the next Close Alpha playtest did not come out when we said it would. And yes, it is because we tried to cook a big kettle of homemade popcorn for a snack. We put in way too many kernels, and the whole thing started overflowing, and eventually filled up the entire office with popcorn to the point that we could not reach the computers. We've moved around much like an avalanche disaster. Oh dear. By the way, Aaron has ADHD, like just straight up. Like I don't even need like an actual diagnosis. He's ADHD riddled. Anyway, playtest number 4 is very likely coming next week. It's just taken us longer than expected. This month's blog is a Q&A interview with game designer Mike about the new mission map in Intel systems, which have been a real big focus over here these past few weeks. Yeah, it's really cool. It talks about how the game will use an Intel system that's like, you basically do challenges and points that progress you through the game by unlocking the next. Basically, you unlock harder stuff, as you also unlock stuff to make you stronger. And also they talked about it having a 3D map, which kind of breaks a lot of presuppositions about Deep Rock's own map, because the biomes that we already know from Deep Rock are placed all around this spherical planet. I don't think it actually technically breaks the Gaia theory potential, but it definitely does something. Anyway, Save the Date On the Horizon returns on November 13th. We've got news to share. Not yet, but soon. Which I always find funny, because technically, they know what they're going to say. They could just say it, but we have to put a date on it instead. Save the date for our next On the Horizon developer live stream on November 13th at 17 o'clock, 5 o'clock Central Eastern Time. That's GMT +1, which means it's 4 p.m, which is why this won't be a live thing for us. Where we'll be talking a lot about Deep Rock Galactic and Roadcore. We'll be broadcasting on Twitch and YouTube, and the recording will be available afterwards in case you can't make it. But we hope to see you there. Yeah. It scares me, because they are being very, very effusive about the fact that this is important to Deep Rock. If you care about Deep Rock, you want to see whatever they're going to say or show during this live stream, and that is just... You've almost gotten used to the idea that Deep Rock's kind of just a done deal, but obviously we know it's not, and it looks like things are about to start building potentially towards whatever Deep Rock is, outside of the context of it feeling like a done deal. So we'll see. But yeah, there'll be a link to... Well, actually, no, there won't. There won't be a link to the this is literally the entire Steam post. I believe. I'm going to just assume that's what this link is. Yeah, it is the entire... You don't... Look, you don't need that. You don't need a link to that. It's fine. It's all here. It's all on screen. Anyway, meme of the month. Oh yeah, I forgot I did like a really dodgy accent reading of this earlier, and I don't think I can do it now. I don't think I should. But this man is Gucci down to the socks, but still needs 4 credits. Anyway, Ghost Ship Publishing, the Dinolords Close Alpha is coming. Now this is what we would want to be able to watch. Hold on. So yeah, let's watch the Dinolords Closed Alpha trailer.
When the Northmen came, they brought not only axe and fire. They came bearing our extinction. In the year 986, the Northman Eric the Red unearthed eggs of a forgotten age, sealed in Greenland's ice. The Northmen bent those beasts to their will. Knights fell, villages burned, kingdoms broke, hope withered. But beasts can be broken and turned upon their masters. Bound together, steel and scale. Evolve your kingdom. Build your stronghold. Command your forces. And breed a new type of warrior. For whoever controls the dinosaurs controls the battlefield. A new age is upon us. The age of Dinolords. Sign up for the Closed Alpha. And wishlist now on Steam.
There you go. That is the Dinolords Closed Alpha trailer. I think it looks really fun. Not sure if we'll be able to play it on launch. And as usual, we won't be upgrading to cover this game. We're going to stick with Deep Rock or with Ghost Ship developed games, but it still looks really cool. I think out of what they've been publishing, apart from DLG Survivor, this is the highlight. Anyway, earlier this month, the still developers over at Northplay announced a closed alpha for their upcoming title, Dinolords, which is coming out via Ghost Ship Publishing. If you haven't heard of it, it's a hack and strat RTS game with dinosaurs and knights and Vikings. It sometimes gets described as Age of Empires with dinosaurs, but it's more than that. Check out the trailer above and click the button below if you want to sign up for your chance to get into the closed alpha. That link will absolutely be in the description, don't you worry. Friend of the crew, check out Cyber Rats. Cyber Rats release trailer, which I'm going to have to watch as well. Don't need to see that. So Cyber Rats, though, is basically made by the animator for Deep Rock Galactic. So.
Welcome to the Cyber Rats experiment. You have been selected because you are a rat. Your task is simple: collect cheese and stay alive. Your efforts will be rewarded. Enjoy your stay at the Cyber Rats facility. The rat cyborg has been activated. Get the next one ready.
Oh, wait. It's already out. Anyway, just wanted to quickly give a shout out to the new title, Cyber Rats, project from Ronnie Ree, the original animator on Deep Rock Galactic. He worked at Ghost Ship Games since the very early days and left in 2024 to pursue his own passion projects. And now his passion project is out. He plays a freaky rat in a freaky lab, trying to survive a freaky maze and survive long enough to collect freaky cheese. It's cool, and I think it looks really cool. I can actually see the Deep Rock animation DNA in it, which might sound weird because it's probably not really in there, but obviously it is because it's the guy who originally animated the dwarves and the Griffiths. Anyway, fan art spotlight, very nice. Right, dev stream calendar. Let's get through this. I'm going to go through this very simply, date and then sort of just a rough idea of what they're doing on the day. So Tuesday, 4th of November, Arc Raiders with a special guest. I don't know who the special guest is, it doesn't say. It's relevant to the game though. Tuesday, 11th of November, are we there yet with Nuggets Entertainment? So I guess I don't know what that is. Tuesday, 18th of November, DIG with special guest 2. Can't say who it will be, but it will make sense when it happens, promise. Okay, sure. Tuesday, 25th of November, regular DIG with friends. We'll see if we can find someone from previous November streams to come play Deep Rock Galactic with us. So that'll be like another developer, I think. Thursday, 6th of November. Oh, I just realised I've been going in the wrong order. Anyway, yeah, still, that's why it's good that I'm just saying the dates. Thursday, 6th of November, Rocore Closed Alpha. Where is playtest 4 and other questions will be answered here. Although it would be pretty much about to come out by this point, I'm pretty. Thursday, 13th of November, On the Horizon broadcast. Once again, we gaze into the future of both Deep Rock Galactic and Rocore. Big news here. Yeah, I'm scared, man. Thursday, 20th of November, more Rocore. It'd be weird if people were still asking us when playtest 4 is coming out at this point, but we're prepared for anything. Thursday, 27th of November, Necesse stream with Fair Play. I don't know what that's. I guess it's another game. They finally released Necesse 1.0. We're playing that on stream. Okay, that is everything. That is this month's Go To Dispatch. Great stuff. It says, yep, that'll do for this one. Thanks as always for reading. I'm glad to be able to write a fun little newsletter about fun little games and share it with fun folks like you. Me! Take care out there and talk to you soon. They will talk to us soon. On the horizon. I am scared. I'm so scared. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please make sure to like and subscribe. If you want to see more stuff like this and you want to stay on top of everything, to Deep Rock and Roll Call, and also make sure to click the bell. I'll see you soon. Bye!